board members.
The Roonies and Lori. So we're so excited that you all are here. I'll tell you a little bit about Empire House. We are a nonprofit agency. Our services are confidential and free to anyone who's experiencing intimate partner violence. We have several different types of services, everything from court advocacy, so we'll go to court with you. We will work with you as far as finding an attorney. We also provide services, supportive services, which consist of support groups for our women and children. We also have teen boy support group as well as teen girl support groups. Those support groups are held once a week. They're very beneficial for our ladies. They come in different varieties, open, closed. We have different topics and a lot of great facilitators that work with those. We also have the teen boy support group, which is for our boys who aren't necessarily batterers, but they're experiencing some difficulties in their life. So we're able to assist them as well, and they're able to come in and get some of the support that they need from our facilitators as well. We also have Latina Victim Services. So we have two phenomenal, amazing women. One is my supervisor, and they work with our Latina community as well as our immigrant community as far as helping them get visas, TNU visas. There are visas that allow women to find safety within this country who have experienced domestic violence, who were brought here undocumented. We also have services for in the healthcare arena, which is what I do. And so I provide services, not me, but our agency provides services 24/7 to the emergency departments or hospitals, as well as physician offices and health departments. We provide services for Fresh Start. It's called Fresh Start. So even men who, they're normally brought to us through the court system, but there are some that have come through that have wanted services for being abusive. And so we provide those services as well. We also have a shelter, a confidential shelter for our ladies, for them to find safety with their children, and they're able to stay there at no cost. So our services, it's an awesome agency. I think I've been there, gosh, it'll be 4 years next month that I've been with the agency, and I absolutely love it. Kelly works in resource development, so this is right up her alley, so thank you for being here. We have a phenomenal staff and team and an excellent board, and we just thank you for your commitment on this early morning and being here today.
Thank you. Our next guest speaker is Crystal DeGravio. She's from the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office, and she's a Crimes Against Women and Children officer. Crystal?
Woohoo! No, probably not. I have a pretty big mouth, so I don't think I need, but can everybody hear me? Okay. I am the investigator that deals with crimes against women and children for the County of Caroline. My position is very unique in that I am funded by grants. One of the things as a detective that I deal with a lot, obviously, are taking offenders off the street. But in addition to that, I also try to educate. And I have a very unique personality in that I'm not what you would consider a very politically correct person. I kind of say it the way it is, because the reality is what I see every day, there's nothing politically correct about it. There isn't anything correct about seeing anyone with bruises, broken bones, and broken spirits. One of the things that I struggle with in my position, though, is I have kind of two personalities. One of them is my advocate personality, where I need to educate people, whether they're victims or survivors or offenders or just regular citizens like yourself. And then there's my regular personality. So when I come in contact with people and they make comments like, well, why doesn't she just leave? Well, I would never let that happen in my house. Well, she must not be a very strong woman. I have a constant internal battle of, do I pretend like I'm the advocate, or do I show my real personality and say, wow, you've got some education in a not so PC way. I always try to revert back to my advocate, though. And the questions that I ask them are, number one, okay, have you ever walked in that person's shoes? Do you understand what that person goes through on a day-to-day basis? You know, Eleanor Roosevelt made a statement once, and I absolutely love it. And she said, women are like tea bags. You never know how strong they are until they're in some hot water. And I truly believe that. There is something so strong about a woman that has to constantly go through her life as a victim of domestic violence. I also look at it like a woman who is on the battlefield and a soldier who they're standing at the edge of the battlefield and they know they have to cross the minefield. And as they take a step, each time they take a step, they never know when that mine is going to go off. Our soldiers deal with that every day, but our victims of domestic violence also deal with that every day. And they never know when their time is going to come, when the explosion is going to hit them, whether it's a physical abuse, emotional abuse, or sexual abuse. In closing, I'd like to say thank you for all of you coming out today. I think it shows that as a community, this is an important topic to us. And I always encourage you to educate, 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 because this is not going to stop until we are able to educate everyone. And it's going to take a very long time. So I thank you very much that you have come here today and you are helping me educate all those that need the education.
Thank you.